Let's look at 4.4, solving exponential and logarithmic functions. We are going to solve the exponential equation in this video. So we are going to look at two different strategies, and then you choose the one that works best for you. So 4 raised to the x equals 16. So to do this, I would want to have them as the same base. So if I have 4 here, I want this to be changed to a 4 raised to some power. So I know 16 is 4 squared. So 4 to the x equals 4 squared. If they have the same bases, then I would set their exponents equal to each other. So x equals 2. Okay, strategy 2 would be to take the log of it. The inverse of 4 raised to the x equals 16 is log base 4 of 16 equals x. And I can actually put this into the calculator. Log base 4 of 16. So let's go to our calculator. Let me clear all that out. Okay, so we can go to math and go down to number A, or letter A, log base. So I'm going to do log base 4 of 16 is 2. So it's the same thing that we got. So x equals 2. Okay, so that was using the calculator. So I'm just going to make a note, calculator. Okay, let's look at the next one. 5 raised to the x equals 1 over 25. So I want to do this as a base of 5. 5 squared is 25. 5 to the third is 125. So then if I have it on the denominator, I move it up to the top and change that to a negative. So then the same thing, same basis, my exponents are equal. Okay, so strategy 2 would be log base 5, 125 equals x. So I would put that into the calculator. So I've already showed you once. You can go ahead and do it. But x equals negative 3. So same answer. Two different ways of doing it, using the calculator or solving it with exponent rules. Okay, the next one. 1 over 8 raised to the x equals 64. So I know that I need to put this as a regular x, or 8. So it'd be raised to the negative 8. Negative x, there we go. And then I need to change the 64 to a base of x, or 8. So it's 8 to the negative x equals 8 squared. So negative x equals 2, or x equals negative 2. Okay, strategy 2, be log of 1/8, 64 equals x. So you put that into the calculator and you should get negative 2. Okay, so all of these, we have done it, the two strategies. We're still going to do that. So e raised to the x equals 14. So e raised to the x is really ln, or log base e of 14 equals x. There is no way to change 14 to an e to some power, so we can't do it that way. So we have to go ahead and do it this strategy. So this, when put into the calculator, is 2.639. We're going to go to 3 decimal places. Okay, and then the other one, there really is not an alternate strategy. The only alternate strategy would be writing this as ln 14 equals x. And the reason is because log base e is the natural log ln. And you would put this into the calculator, which is still the same thing. Okay, let's go to the next one. 2/3 over x. Okay, we need to figure out if we can do these as different bases. So let's see. That'd be 9 squared, 4 squared. Break it down again. 3 to the 4th over 2 to the 4th. Which my 2 and 3, my bases aren't equal yet. But what I could do is I could flip it. Let's do 2 over 3 to the x equals 3 over 2 to the 4th, which still isn't right, but remember our rule of the negative power, I could actually flip it. So I'm going to do this, I'm going to write as a negative 4. So now I have them as the same, so x equals negative 4. And the next one, what we could do is log base 2 over 3, 81 over 16 equals x. Put that into the calculator, and x equals negative 4. Okay, the next one. 2 raised to the x plus 3 equals 256. So I want 2 raised to some power to give me 256 because I want them to be the same bases. So 2 to the x plus 3 over 2 to some power. So let's start with 2 to the 5th is 32. So keep on doubling it. There we go, 2 to the 8th. So same bases, I can set them equal. So x plus 3 equals 8. So subtract 3 on both sides, x equals 5. Okay, let's do the log. So we'd be do log base 2 of 256 equals x plus 3. So what I could do is I could find what this is. So whenever you put that in, it's 8 equals x plus 3. So subtract 3 on both sides, x equals 5 again. Okay, so I really just had to rearrange it, put it in the log, and then put it in the calculator, and then solve that way. Okay, let's go to the next page. Okay, so solve the log function, or log equations. So ln x equals negative 9 means e is our base. So e raised to the negative 9, because we're doing the swirl, equals x. So we would put that into the calculator. So I want to show you what that looks like in the calculator. So we're going to put in e, second ln to the negative 9. Okay, so my calculator doesn't do the scientific notation, but your calculator does. So see how mine is listed? When you put it in, it looks like this. It says 1.234 e negative 4. So what that means is it's scientific notation. I need to move my decimal 1, 2, 3, 4 places and fill in the zeros. So this really is 0.12311234. That's what that means. So just pay attention to if it has this, it means scientific notation, and you're going to move decimal. If it's positive, you move it right. If it's negative, like this one, you would move it left. We had another problem like that on something from last week. All right, let's go to the next one. Log x 625 equals 4. So this is supposed to be a base of x. I don't know why it's written like that. But this would be here, like that. So x to the 4th equals 625. Okay, so what we could do is, this is the 4th power. So the inverse of the 4th power is taking the 4th root. Okay, so we can put that in the calculator, the 4th root. So we go to math, and we're going to pick number 5 in root. So I'm going to put 4 and go 625. Okay, so it's 5.
Attention. At this time, any teacher in the second and third floors who would like to come to the Veterans Day ceremony in Gym 1, please escort your students.
The other way to do that would be log x 625 equals 4. We could do x to the 4 equals 625, and then you would find out what to the 4th gives you 625. And so you could look at different numbers. Because it has a 5 on the end, I would say 5. So let's see what 5 to the 4th is. 5 raised to the 4th, and it is 625. So we're able to say 5 to the 4th. So that means x is 5. So that's 2 different ways of solving it. All right, let's go to the next one. So we would do n to the negative 1 equals x. So simplify that because we don't want any negative exponents. So 1 over n equals x. X equals 1 over n to write it properly. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. So e to the 5th equals 2x minus 1. Okay, and then we would solve it. E to the 5th plus 1 equals 2x. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. So e to the 5 plus 1 over 2. Let's see what that gives you. So we would put that in the calculator. I'm going to let you do that. But this is what I got. So x equals 74.707. Okay, the next one, it just wants us to simplify this. So ln e 7x plus 5. So remember when we have ln and e right beside each other, they end up canceling. So this is just 7x plus 5. So we are simplifying the expression. Oh, I forgot this one. All right, whenever you have the rule where you're subtracting, it really means that we are going to do, well, one way would be to divide it. No, I'm going to move this over, actually. ln 5 plus ln 5. So ln x equals ln 5. So what that tells us is x equals 5. And what I was trying to say earlier is we could, since these are both ln, I could have done like this, knowing that rule, that whenever you're subtracting, you can divide. And so then this would be e, because this is base, e 0 equals x over 5. Well, e to the 0 is 1, so 1 equals x over 5. Solve this, so multiply by 5 on both sides. So x equals 5. 2 different ways of doing it. Okay, and then we already did this one where we're simplifying the expression. So 13, 14, 15, we're just simplifying the expression. So on this, we have e and then ln, they cancel each other. So we just get x squared minus 3. The next one, 1 plus ln e of 2x. So remember, ln e is going to simplify. So we get negative 1 plus 2x. Or we could write 2x minus 1. I think that would be proper. So we're not solving because it doesn't have an equal sign, so we're just simplifying. Okay, the next one, very similar. These are going to cancel, so we get 5 minus x squared plus 1. 5 minus x squared minus 1. Simplify that, negative x squared plus 4. Okay, we'll do the in-class problems in class tomorrow.